Hello guys and welcome live to my midweek final score. Um, I didn't do one last night because I wasn't feeling up to it, but I'm doing one tonight just for you guys. And we have a lot on tonight. Gonna do some music in a minute before we start the show. Um, before I start the final score thing. Um, and before I start the music, I will go through what we got on today and then I will tell you what is going on Saturday in my next episode of my Saturday final score. So let's go through what's going to be on tonight. Got the real life football and my football as well. Um, we've just had a full-time result in the Champions League. Besiktas won Bayern Munich 3. The aggregate score is 8-1 to Bayern Munich, so Bayern Munich are through to the quarterfinals. This evening at 7:45, so in the next 15 minutes time, is the last of the quarterfinals. Barcelona against Chelsea. Come on, you Blues. Do it for me tonight. Come on. And the aggregate score is 1-1. In League One tonight, we have Bradford City against Wigan Athletic. Um, uh, the international friendlies, Iran Libya has been postponed, cancelled. The match has been cancelled. In the FA Women's Super League Cup, it's the final tonight. It's Arsenal women against Manchester City women. Apparently that game, it says it kicked off at 7 o'clock, so I think they're kicking off tonight. I think they're playing right now. In the Women's Super League 1, the game between Yeovil Town Ladies and Wedding Women has been postponed due to a waterlogged pitch, so they're not playing. In the FA Trophy, it's Spennymoor Town against Bromley. Um, um, that was postponed last week, so they played tonight. In the Scottish League 1, we have Arbroath against Ayr United. That is at 7:45. In the Highland League, we have Borough Rangers against Huntley, postponed. Fraserburgh against Cove Rangers, postponed. Um, and that. In Europe, around Europe, the Italian Serie A, Juventus win 2-0 against Atalanta. And in the French Ligue 1, Paris Saint-Germain won 2-1 against Angers. And in the Swiss Super League, still playing at the moment, it's Lausanne 0, FC Basel 1. So there you go. In my football tonight, we have, of course, League 1, League 2 and Championship. In my League 2, got 3 games tonight. Bury against Basingstoke Town, Forest Green Rovers against Exeter City, and Leeds Town against Reading. In my League 1 tonight, in my Championship tonight, we've got Middlesbrough against Millwall, Birmingham City against Everton, Derby County against Fulham, Doncaster Rovers against Leyton Orient, Cardiff City against Yeovil Town, Bath City against Notts County. And in my League 1 tonight, we have 4 matches. Of course, Gillingham are playing again tomorrow, but their game against Colchester United was postponed, so they're playing tonight. Walsall against Barnsley, Lincoln City against Wigan Athletic, and Rochdale against Bournemouth FC is the other matches. So there you go. So before my final score starts, thank you for joining. Who has joined? Thank you very much. If you could please drop a like. And if you want to say something in the comments, you're more than welcome to. So, thank you very much. And before we start the proceedings, we are now going to do some songs. So, here we go. The first song is from YouTube. It's the Matchday song from Burr, and it's Pig Bag. Here we go. we'll end that there. Now we're going to go on Spotify and have a look at some songs on Spotify. Let's go to my music. I think we'll put on a song from we'll put on a song from Football Coming Home, I think.
About football coming home, and then one night in Rome we were strong, we had grown, and now I see it's ready for war, as good as before, Shearer certain to score, and Psycho screaming, three lines on his shirt, George remains still gleaming, no more years of hurt, no more need for dreaming. Beautiful football by England. Goes on. Oh, that is Manchester. And it's here. Italy nil. England nil. And we're there in France. 1998. We can dance, no who's dance. We can dance it in France.
Okay, so let's head back over to BBC Sport. Let's head back over to the games for the matches tonight. It's almost time for kick-off between Barcelona and Chelsea in the Champions League tonight. The venue is the Camp Nou in Spain. Let's have a look at some match facts. So here we go. Match facts head-to-head. 68% of away sides to draw the first leg of a Champions League knockout tie 1-1 progress to the knockout to the next round, 23/24. This will be the 40th meeting between these sides in the Champions League. Only 2 fixtures have been played more often in the competition: Bayern v Real Madrid 18 and Barcelona v Milan 15. 6 of the 13 previous meetings have ended in draws. 46% of all fixtures have to have been played at least 10 times. Only Chelsea v Liverpool has ended level more often, 50%, 5/10. Barcelona have lost only 4 of their 39 Champions League knockout games at home. Won 25, drawn 10, with Liverpool the only English team to win their 2-1 in February 2007. Barcelona have won 23 Champions League games against English clubs, more than any other side in the competition. Lionel Messi scored his first ever Champions League goal against Chelsea at the 9th time of asking in the first leg. He has scored more goals against English clubs than any other player in the competition, 18. Luis Suarez has failed to score in the last 881 minutes of play in the Champions League. His longest drought in the competition, his last goal came back in March 2017 against Paris Saint-Germain. And here's the facts on Chelsea. Chelsea are unbeaten in their last 8 Champions League games against Barcelona, 1-2, drawn 6, with their last 4 visits to Nou Camp ending level. The Blues have been shown 4 red cards in the Champions League games against Barcelona, accounting for 33% of their total red cards in the competition, 4/12. Chelsea have already won at Atletico Madrid this season. They could become only the 3rd team to win away at 2 Spanish clubs in the same Champions League game campaign after AC Milan v Barcelona and Deportivo in 2001, and Roma v Real Madrid and Valencia in 2002-03. 6 of Willian's 9 Champions League goals for Chelsea have been from outside the box since he joined the Blues in 2013. He scored more from long range than any other player in the competition. Eden Hazard has set up his teammates for a shot on 23 occasions in the Champions League this season, the joint most alongside Neymar. So here are the lineups. For Barcelona, in goal is number 1, Ter Stegen. Number 20 is Sergi. Number 3 is Piqué. Number 23 is Umtiti. Number 18 is Alba. Number 11 is Dembele. Number 5 is Busquets. Number 4 is Rakitic. Number 8 is Iniesta. Number 10 is Lionel Messi. Boo! And number 9 is Luis Suarez. And on the bench tonight for Barcelona. Number 13 is Sillerson, the former Ajax goalkeeper. Number 15 is Paulinho. Number 17 is Alcacer. Number 19 is Dini. Number 21 is Andre Gomez. Number 22 is Vidal. Number 12 is Vermaelen. Yeah, we'll put Eurosport on. Number 25 is Vermaelen. for Chelsea. Number 13 is Courtois. Number 28 is Aspilicueta. Number 27 is Christensen. Number 2 is Rudiger. Number 15 is Moses. Number 4 is Fabregas. Number 7 is Conte. Number 3 is Alonso. Number 22 is Willian. Number 10 is Eden Hazard. And number 18 is Giroud. On the subs bench tonight, in goal is number 1 Caballero. Number 9 is Morata. Number 11 is Pedro. Number 14 is Bakayoko. Number 21 is Sappacosta. Number 24 is Cahill. And number 33 is Emerson. And I believe there has been a goal. Hasn't said on here just yet, but it probably will soon. But I do believe there has been a goal, but don't know who to yet. Oh, and apparently it's Barcelona. 1-0. And I think I know who that is. Has to be Messi. Has to be Messi. So Barcelona are 1-0 up. Yeah, Barcelona 1, Chelsea 0. So right, let me have a look at something else. Doctor Who air date.
It was a Thursday.
Whoops. Doc. Oh. There has been a goal in my championship tonight. I can say the goal has gone to Middlesbrough. It's now Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0 in my championship. Just hoping the Blues win tonight. They got to. Has to happen. And can I just say about Antonio Conte while I'm live? I truly don't like Antonio Conte anymore. I really don't. He said earlier on today, the other day, he said Chelsea will suffer in the second leg against Barcelona. Right? How dare he say that? How dare he say Chelsea will suffer? Even though we go out, it doesn't matter. Chelsea have played their part. But you cannot say about your team, you cannot say your team are going to suffer, right? Say if I was the manager of Chelsea, right? Say if I was the manager of Chelsea, right? Would I say to the press? Would I say, oh, my Chelsea team are going to suffer tonight in the second leg of the last 16 tie against Barcelona? Would I say that? No, I wouldn't say that. I would say my Chelsea team will play their hearts out tonight. But I won't say my Chelsea team are going to suffer. You cannot say that about your team. Or any team, basically. Any team, really. You can't say that about any team. I know United lost last night, but that was nothing. But anyway, we're talking about tonight. Chelsea. I've been a fan of Chelsea since 2004, and yeah, Chelsea have had their ups and downs. Chelsea have won the title quite a few times. Chelsea won the Champions League back in 2012. Right, we win tonight. We could be on the verge of winning it again. But if we don't win tonight, it doesn't matter. I don't worry about the score tonight. If we lose tonight, it doesn't matter. So it's about taking part that matters, not the winning or losing. It's about taking part is that matters. Every football competition is about taking part, including the Premier League, the Championship, League One, League Two, and all the other leagues are about taking part. And the European Cups, Champions League and Europa League, they all mean something. They all mean taking part. That matters. So if Chelsea do lose tonight, I'm not gonna be disappointed. I'm gonna be like, yeah, fair enough. Didn't play well tonight. Doesn't matter. But who knows? Chelsea has still got time. Chelsea has still got time to win the game, right? Win the game, and we're into the quarter-final draw tomorrow at 11 o'clock. I mean on Friday. Lose the game, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We'll be back. Even though we're in the Europa League next season, even though the Europa League next season, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which European competition we are in. If we're in the Champions League or if we're in the Europa League, it doesn't matter. It just matters that we're in one of those competitions. And we're in to fight. We're in those competitions to fight for the competition's title. Right? In my Champions League, Chelsea got knocked out, unfortunately, by Real Madrid. But the manager, my mate Y Major, he was a bit disappointed to see his team lose. But he said after the game, he said who cares? He said who cares? Because so far this season, Chelsea have had a falling down season. Going out of the League Cup, going out of my FA Cup, going out of my Challenge Cup, and also going out of my Champions League. But in real life, the Chelsea team in real life, right? You're playing Barcelona. You're playing one of the best teams in Spain, right, at the moment, and that's Barcelona, right? Chelsea beat Barcelona in 2012 to reach the Champions League final, where we beat my German side Bayern Munich. But you're playing basically the team are playing against one of the best teams in Spain at the moment, which is Barcelona. Right? I don't support Barcelona. I support Real Madrid. Right? Because I have a couple of Real Madrid shirts and also a Real Madrid bed. Right? But win tonight and Chelsea will make history. Right? But lose doesn't matter. It does not matter about losing or winning. It just matters about taking part. So yeah, there we go. So a couple of things to tell you about. Don't forget Saturday. This coming Saturday is my next episode of my Saturday Final Score. It will have my two FA Cup matches. One will be kicking off around about lunchtime. The other one will be kicking off about 3 o'clock. I can't show you now. Can't tell you now who's playing who's playing at lunchtime on the Saturday, and who's playing at 3 o'clock on the Saturday. But the first FA Cup match will be at lunchtime about 12:30. I will have a report from that match in my final score on Saturday, and I'll also have the other FA Cup match in my final score as well. I'll also have Championship football, League 1 football, League 2 football, and other things football as well. I'll also do more songs, and at halftime at all the games today, I'm gonna do a bit more songs before the second halves. So yeah, and there's a goal to tell you in my League 1 tonight. There's basically 2 goals actually. So the 2 goals, it's Walsall 1, Barnsley 0. The other 2 games that are playing tonight are still 0-0. And the other game that has got a goal is Colchester 0, Gillingham 1. Wayne Rooney the goal scorer for Gillingham. Although Gillingham are playing tomorrow in my Europa League, Gillingham are leading 3-2 from the first leg against Liverpool. And a win tomorrow for Gillingham will be a dream come true for them. In my Championship tonight, it's now 2-0 for Middlesbrough against Millwall. Win tonight for Middlesbrough will see them go third in my Championship tonight. My Championship table tonight. So it's Middlesbrough 2, Millwall 0. The other game that has got a goal, it's Cardiff City 1, Yeovil Town 0. Another goal in between Derby County and Fulham. It's now Derby County 0, Fulham 1. And the other 3 games are all 0-0 at the moment. I'll tell you some goals in my League 2 in a minute. So bear with me. Did have a person watching earlier, but then that person left. Unfortunately, I don't get a lot of people watching. I do sometimes with my mate Darryl Johnson. He's my co-host on my football stand. I do every Saturday. I don't know if he's going to do it on Saturday. I'm not sure. But it doesn't matter. So there's only one goal tonight in my League 2, and that is Forest Green Rovers 1, Exeter City 0. And the other games are still 0-0. So yeah, I have my football stand on a Saturday. Most Saturdays, as my football stand. Some other days I would do it, but I do like doing it on a Saturday. So early on today we had full time between Besiktas and Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich won 3-1 on the night, and won 8-1 on aggregate, which was the score on aggregate. So it's still Barcelona 1, Chelsea 0, 2-1 on aggregate to Barca. In League 1, it's still 0-0 between Bradford City and Wigan Athletic. The international friendlies, Iran and Libya, have been postponed, cancelled. The match has been cancelled. The FA Women's Super League Cup, Arsenal women against Manchester City women. I don't know about that yet. Women's Super League 1, Yeovil Town ladies against Reading women have been postponed. Match postponed, waterlogged pitch. In the FA Trophy, it is Spennymoor Town 1, Bromley 1. In the Scottish League 1, it's Arbroath 0, Ayr United 0. In the Highland League, Brora Rangers and Huntly postponed. Other. Fraserburgh against Cove Rangers postponed. Other. Fraserburgh playing this team I can't pronounce. And Cove Rangers are playing Brora Rangers. Those games are still 0-0. The other games are Forest Mechanics against Wick Academy, that is still 0-0, and Fort William against Non-County, still 0-0 there. In the Lowland League, it's Dalbeatty Star 0, Whitehall Falfair 0. In the Italian Serie A, Juventus won 2-0 against Atalanta. In the French Liga 1, Paris Saint-Germain won 2-1 against Angers. And Swiss Super League finished Lausanne 1, FC Basel 1. So there we go. Now in the Barcelona Chelsea on the 20th minute. So keep you up to date with those scores. I think I might put some songs in the background. Probably like I'd be for songs. About I'll say 30. Oh, I cannot believe it. Oh man, it's Barcelona 2, Chelsea 0, and Barcelona are leading 3-1 on aggregate against Chelsea. And can I just say, let's just pause this. Can I just say it's all Antonio Conte's fault for saying his team are going to suffer. Like I said earlier, I don't like Antonio Conte at all. I know he helped us to win the Premier League last season, but coming towards the end of this season, Conte has been playing his team up. Alright. Going 2-0 down, 3-1 on aggregate, it's a no-brainer, right? You say to your team, "Oh, you're gonna suffer tonight," and what they're doing? They're suffering. They're losing, right? And it's all Conte's fault. It's all Conte's fault, right? The scoreline 2-0 and 3-1 on aggregate. I have to blame Conte for that. I really do. Right? I really do have to blame Conte. Because this season has been crap. It has been. It's been crap this season. Right? Going out of the League Cup. We're in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, which is good, right? But we need to be in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I want Conte to go before the end of the season. I really do. I just can't stand him anymore. It's like with Jose Mourinho when Jose Mourinho was at Stamford Bridge, right? After what happened when he shouted at our female doctor at Chelsea, right? After the female doctor went on to assess Eden Hazard, Jose Mourinho was not happy about it, and apparently Jose Mourinho called the female doctor something, which I'm not going to say, but Conte is turning out to be like Jose Mourinho. He really is, and 2-0, losing 2-0 on the night and losing 3-1 on aggregate. There is no way we're going to make the quarterfinals now, because it's all Conte's fault. Right? I want Conte out before the end of the season. I really do. I really do want Conte out before the end of the season. Don't keep Conte at the bridge. Don't keep him. Don't keep Antonio Conte as our manager at the bridge until the season. Sack him. Sack him straight away. Sack him in the morning. I would, if I was the chairman or the owner of Chelsea. Sack Conte. On my forehead says sack Conte. Right? But losing 2-0 is not on. Right? You're playing Barcelona. You should be playing as a team. But Conte is not playing his team as a team. Let's have a look at the players that we've got on Chelsea tonight. Let's have a look. So basically, we've got number 18, which is Olivier Giroud, who we signed in January, right? He hasn't even scored a goal for Chelsea yet, and he's still waiting to get his goal, right? If he scores tonight, then he gets his first goal for Chelsea, right? Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard's on about moving to Real Madrid. I don't blame him. But if he moves to Real Madrid, that's good, because I'm a Real Madrid fan, right? And I appreciate Hazard at Real Madrid. But I would be more happy if Hazard doesn't move to Madrid, to Real Madrid. I would be more happy if he doesn't, because if he does, then that's gonna fit a hole in, and then the new manager that comes in would have to find that player to replace Hazard. Hazard won't be irreplaceable. He won't be. To be honest, I don't think Eden Hazard has got his mindset in Madrid. I think Hazard's got his mindset in England. Right, playing for Chelsea is the greatest moment of Eden Hazard's life. Right. The other players, Fabregas, he stubbed Arsenal to come to Chelsea, which was a great deal, right? But Fabregas is down the pecking order at the moment, right? In the game against Man City, apparently Eden Hazard talked about Antonio Conte playing him in the false nine position. Eden Hazard does not like the false nine position, so swap the false nine position, put him in another position, like up front or something, or alongside Olivier Giroud, right? Um, on the bench, Morata. Morata's been struggling the last couple of games, but I see Morata as a player who will fit in, who will start to settle. He's done a Torres. When Torres joined Chelsea, Torres was all over the place, right? But then Torres started to settle in, right? Morata has still got time to settle in at Chelsea, right? And that's good. Pedro, a former Barcelona player, right? Pedro is one of those players who would come on and probably score against his former team. Sappacosta, Italian player. Conte really wanted to bring in loads of Italian players in Chelsea, right? But couldn't, because Antonio Conte is not happy about the transfer deals he was getting, right? And if Conte goes, the new manager comes in. The new manager will start to bring in top talent players for Chelsea. I expect the new manager will, right? Emerson, another Italian player from Roma. We could have got Edin Dzeko. If we got Edin Dzeko would have played tonight and would have smashed Barcelona, right? But losing to Barca is Conte's fault. It's going to be Conte's fault. It's going to be his fault. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. It's going to be his fault. So I can't stand Conte anymore. I really can't. Alright, let me get back to some music. There's a goal in my League 2 tonight. It's gone to Exeter City. It's now Forest Green Rovers 1, Exeter City 1. So that'll give Exeter City a chance. Reading are now leading 1-0 against Leeds Town. And Bury are now leading Basingstoke Town by 2-0. In my championship tonight, Everton are 2-0 up against Birmingham City. Everton are 4 more games away from getting out of the bottom 3 or in the championship. Doncaster Rovers lead later tonight by a goal to 0. Middlesbrough are 3-0 up against Millwall and destroying Millwall at the moment. Bath City are now 1-0 up against Notts County in my championship. And Yeovil Town have now scored 2 goals against Cardiff City. It's now Cardiff City 1, Yeovil Town 2. Still Derby County 0, Fulham 1. So there we go. And in my League One, tonight, Wigan have now scored a goal against Lincoln City. It's now Lincoln City 0, Wigan Athletic 1. Gillingham have now gone 2-0 up against Colchester United. And Barnsley have now equalised against Walsall. It's now Barnsley 1, Walsall 1, Barnsley 1. And Bournemouth FC have now gone 2-0 up against Rochdale. It's now Rochdale 0, Bournemouth 2. So there we go. Well, this will be a shock if Chelsea lose tonight. But, as I say, it's not about the winning or losing that matters. It's about taking part that matters, to be honest. Taking part that matters, to be honest, yeah. Oh, hang on. Thought Fraserburgh scored then. Looked like they were 1-0 up then. So I think for the second half of Chelsea, I think Conte needs to have a go at his players. And I think Conte needs to apologise to his players for saying they're going to suffer. Right? Because I believe Chelsea can get back into this game. I believe they can. But it's whether Conte can do it. It's whether Conte can get his players to turn around a 3-1 deficit on aggregate. Right? I just had enough of Conte at the moment. I have. Still 0-0 in League One between Bradford City and Wigan Athletic. Wigan Athletic, of course, on the FA Cup quarter-finals. Brilliant showing from them against Man City in the last round of the FA Cup. So there you go. Let's have a look at the players. Conte needs to start playing Emerson in some games now, because keeping Emerson on the bench is not it's not going to help Emerson play games. Right? Keep him on the bench. What's the point of signing him then? What's the point of signing Emerson if you're not gonna? What's the point of Conte signing Emerson, right? If he's not gonna play Emerson in any of the games, right? He needs to play. Emerson needs to play. He's a signing. He's a new signing. He's a new player, right? But if he doesn't play in any of the games, then what's the point? What's the point of signing Emerson if Conte's not going to play in any of the games? Unbelievable. Thank you for joining the stream, Darryl Johnson. And thank you for dropping a like. Just been talking about Chelsea. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace, the scoreline, right? And if you didn't know, Darryl, apparently Antonio Conte said his team are going to suffer, right? They are at the moment, right? I know what you said to me last night, which I didn't care, because I really don't care. I really don't care about the score tonight. Yeah, I know, Daryl. But am I bothered? No. Am I a bothered Chelsea fan about the score? No. Right? I literally, literally, I know. Seen it. I've got it on here. I've got the scoreline on here, Daryl, on my laptop. So, but literally, the person I don't like, is the manager, Antonio Conte. Right? Putting Emerson on the bench. Right? You signed him from Roma. Play him. Play him. Play him in all the games. The rest of the season. Play Emerson in the rest of the games of the season. Right? Don't keep him on the bench. If I was the manager of Chelsea and I signed Emerson from AS Roma, right? I won't keep him on the bench. I will play him in all the games. Right? I will play him. But that's not what Conte's doing. He is literally keeping Emerson on the bench and playing Emerson from the bench. Right? How about playing Emerson in the FA Cup quarter final on Sunday against Leicester City? Right? Do that. But not just keep Emerson on the bench. No. It's a disgrace. I'm livid. I really am. I'm literally livid. Oh, Daryl, by the way, your Middlesbrough team are winning against Millwall 3-0. 3-0 against Millwall. Yeah, 3-0 against Millwall. I can tell you the other scores. The other scores are in my League 1. Walsall 1, Barnsley 1, Lincoln City 0, Wigan Athletic 1. Rochdale 0, Bourneville FC 2, and Colchester United 0, Gillingham 2. In my championship tonight, of course, great news for Daryl Johnston's team. Middlesbrough 3, Millwall 0, Birmingham City 0, Everton 2, Derby County 0, Fulham 1, Doncaster Rovers 1, Leyton Orient 0, Cardiff City 1, Yeovil Town 2, and Bath City 1, Notts County 0. And in my League 2 tonight, Bury 2, Basingstoke Town 0, Forest Green Rovers 1, Exeter City 1, and Leeds Town 0, Reading 1. So there you are. Those are the latest scores at the moment in Football League tonight. Right, let's have a look at other goals. Still 0-0 between Bradford City and Wigan. Still 1-1 between Spennymoor Town and Bromley. Apparently it still says 7 minutes in, but I think that's a lie. Scottish League 1, Arbroath 0, Ayr United 0. There we go. Fraserburgh winning 1-0. There we go. Lowland League, still 0-0 between Dalbeattie Star and White Hill Welfare. And the results today in Italian Serie A: Juventus 2, Atalanta 0. French Liga 1, Paris Saint-Germain 2, Angers 1. And Swiss Super League, Lausanne 1, FC Basel 1. So not long until it's half time between Barcelona and Chelsea. Unbelievable. Just can't get the managers, can you, these days? Telling your team that they're going to suffer. Nah, I don't think so. But I don't care about the score tonight. I don't care. If we lose or if we win. If we win, I'll be happy, but if we lose, I'll be like, I'll be like, it's Conte's fault. He made them lose. So I want to see him gone. I want to see him gone before the season ends. I want to see Conte out of Chelsea before the season ends. Right. The managers I would like to see and the managers I don't want to see. Sorry, Dal. I'll be back in a minute.